swing it? Do I need the
I
microphone?
prefer you use the microphone
do?
because
All right.
the acoustics are not real good.
All right. I have taught for like 10 years, so I'm pretty
That's
good
okay.
at projecting.
I need to use the
All right,
microphone.
I'll test it. I'll test it. All right. Oh, sorry.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah.
So my name is Devin Carlson from Archer Components. Is this thing working?
Yeah, it helps a lot.
Anyway, so my name is Devin Carlson from Archer Components. At Archer, we use technology, robotics, and some clever engineering to design products for the outdoor sports industry. I'm super excited to show you our first product today. So, mountain bikes. These things are amazing, right? The engineering that goes into a modern mountain bike is incredible. Yet, the mechanical controls remain fairly low-tech. Now, the index shifting system that's on most bikes, hundreds of millions of mountain bikes out there, the index shifting system hasn't really changed fundamentally since Shimano came out with the SIS system back in 1984. Now, there has been some movement towards wireless and electronically controlled shifting. Yet, a lot of those advances bring some downfalls, right? Those products, those options, are expensive. They require an entire drivetrain replacement. You're locked into a single vendor, a single product line, and if and when the next thing comes out, you're going to be left in the dust because they're not interoperable between the different product lines. So we see this as a big opportunity, right? Let's figure out a way to build a simple, reliable, and flexible device that adds high-performance wireless shifting to those hundreds of millions of bikes that are out there right now. So that's what we set out to do, and that's what we've got. It's the D1X, the digital one-by drivetrain system. The D1X is a small device, this little guy right here. This small device attaches to any rear derailleur and adds high performance, high precision, wireless electronic shifting. This is bolt-on wireless shifting for any drivetrain. It's pretty rad, if I do say so. A lot. We engineered the D1X to be a mountain bike focused device. Mountain bikes for the last couple of years have started to use a one-by drivetrain system. And what that means is that there's only one chainring in front and then multiple chainrings in the back. So it's a 1x11 or a 1x12 drivetrain you run on your bike. So the D1X is built for those mountain bikes. It's rugged, it's waterproof, you can take a rock and smash it, you can take a splash of water, a stream of mud, or whatever, and it'll keep on going. Installation is super easy. You don't need to go to the mechanic. To configure the D1X, use a little simple mobile app. You basically send it how many gears you have, and then you tell it where each one of those shift points is. And once you're done, you throw your phone away. This is not controlled by your phone at all. Trust me. You throw your phone away and you have a wonderful mountain bike ride because your shifting is fast and smooth. You're just shifting right here like a normal shifter. This is not controlled by your phone at all. But this little guy right here communicates to this little box, and it is going to control your shifting. As soon as I can put down this microphone, I'll turn the gears and show you guys what it looks like. Shifting with the D1X is fast and smooth. We're seeing 50% reduction in shift speeds, shift latency, and 100% repeatability. And what that means in layman's terms is you're getting into gear twice as fast, and your chain's not jumping around. High performance wireless shifting. We're nearly complete with the product design. We're working with manufacturing partners and assemblers to try and get our supply chain ready to go. We'll have units for sale this summer at a retail price of around $400. All right, so when we first started out, we did some market surveys to find out who is our audience, who are the people that might want to buy this. We found that our target audience really was the mountain biker who had a household income over $75,000 and spent about $3 grand on their bike. Strangely enough, MTBR gave us some great metrics. They said this MTBR is an online product review and mountain bike news site, and they said they get about 1 million uniques each month, and just over 50% of those fit our target demographic. So we got these mountain bikers that are enthusiastic about ride their bikes, high performance experience on their bikes. They like to tinker with their bikes, they like to fix things, and these are the ones that we're going to go after. Secondarily, this is an aftermarket upgrade, right? So there's huge market potential. There are hundreds of millions of bikes that this works with. I specifically brought this bike, and not a very shiny one. I brought this old, dirty bike because this is running a 9-speed Dior derailleur from God knows when. That thing is super old. As soon as I put the D1X on it, it shifts smooth and fast and just perfect. So do people actually want this? That's the real question. We went to the Sea Otter Classic over here in Laguna Seca a couple weeks back. And at the Sea Otter Classic, we had huge customer validation. 4 days of customers coming up, finding our booth, checking out the bike. This thing is totally toast, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, 4 days of out there, customers on the bike, people were just blown away by it. The industry press went bonkers. We had 7 articles written about us, some of the biggest names in the mountain bike news world. These guys at Pink Bike, they were all over us. They came back 4 days in a row. They had a video interview. They wrote us up twice. It was huge. It was massive. Price, design, feature validation. We signed up a whole bunch of people. So where are we going to go with this momentum, with this buzz? We're going to do our own version of a Kickstarter. We're going to do a little beta release. We're going to get 100 or so people out there who want to try the D1X out, sell it to them at a discount, use their QA data, use their use data to figure out what works, what doesn't work, what features we need to really work on. From there, we're going to use product reviews, all of the relationships that we built up at Sea Otter. So we're going to have product reviews, online ads, drive people to our website, and sell a ton of these things. We've got domestic and international distribution channels available to us, and we're going to get this out to the market quick. Of course, there's competition, right? It's a competitive industry. SRAM and Shimano, the big boys, they do have some wireless and wired electronic options. But as I said before, you're locked into a single product line with a full drivetrain replacement. It's expensive to go down that road. There is another startup, and they're taking a similar approach. However, they're trying to do this very unfocused target. They're trying to put the same device on every single type of bike, from a time trial bike to a road bike to a mountain bike. And we all know that the person that's passionate about mountain biking and the person that's passionate about road biking are often different people with different feature needs. We believe a targeted approach, focusing on the specific demands of mountain biking, is a far superior tactic. All right, so Archer Components is incorporated. The business, legal, IP infrastructure is all in place. Our team is rock solid. Brandon and I have known each other for decades now. This is the second company that we've started. We're still friends even after the first one didn't work out. Jasper Lewin is great. He's our product engineer. He's finishing up at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo right now. He's also doing an internship with SpaceX. This kid is insane. He is so brilliant, and he's helped round it out our product engineering team. We have a great board of advisors, some good technical advisors. We do need someone in the sales and marketing world for the outdoor sports industry. I think that's going to really help round out our advisory board. Revenue projections, we're looking at about $250,000 this year and close to $1 million next year, and that's based on the D1X alone. Our profit margins are around 60%, 65%, and that's all dependent on our supply chain that we're working on right now. All in all, we should be cash flow positive early 2008. We've raised $82,000 from friends and family, and that's given us enough runway, there we go, not road, runway to get us through the beta launch and into some of the tooling, and we are looking for equity financing to really make that production run go up real good here. In terms of exit strategy for those investors, you know, there's a long-running theme in the mountain bike industry of small parts manufacturers being purchased by a larger player in the market after they've built up a strong product and a strong customer base. So, boom, there it is. The D1X from Archer Components. We're hitting the market real soon here. We hope to shift your expectations of what your bike can do. And I hope you're coming along for the ride, guys. So the question was cost to make and what are we going to sell it for? We're looking at about $150 cost to make, and 400 will be the retail price. We are looking at different options for retail, whether we do some upsells based on battery capacity, things like that.
So, in these kind of situations, it seems like people who make the major compound, in this case the fire, shift very quickly to this kind of technology. What are your real barriers to competition here? Otherwise, you're limited to the installed base.
Right, and this is only one of the products that we're working on right now. This is what we're focusing on to get out to market right now. We've got a couple of crazy ideas out there in terms of other segments of the market, whether it's not.
But this is what people do best.
Right.
And this is the thing that's going to build the company, right? And
Right.
I get the future, but how much of a barrier do you really think there is?
Well, let's just consider Sorin or Shimon. They've invested hundreds of millions of dollars into the engineering of their drivetrains and turbines, right? I doubt that they're going to cannibalize themselves and cannibalize the electronic and wired options that they already have. And also, because this is drivetrain agnostic, there's little incentive for SRAM to come out with something that's going to work like Shimon.
Maybe I'm not asking the question.
Maybe I'm not answering the question.
Yeah, so one of the, the mountain biking community is passionate. And spending $3,000 on a bike is well known. It's everybody in that realm does it. The question is, why not go fund the $250,000 from a crowdsourced like a Kickstarter or something, where you turn MBTR, that community, into your funder for this? Because there's a dozen contract manufacturers that will do PO and AR financing for you. You could do this without raising any bit money, and you'd keep all the equity.
I totally 100% agree with you. We are considering that as an option. I'm meeting in early June with one of our major manufacturing partners to talk about how we can work on terms.
Us venture capitalists, we're horrible bosses. Do this yourself.
No, and I hear you. I don't want to seem, and this was actually a question that I put to Pat. It's like, we might not need to go down the Angel road. And ideally we would. But we could probably do this ourselves. There's definitely a good chance that we could. However, I don't want to seem like everything's going to go positive, 100%. It would be a lot faster if we had a good chunk of money. And giving up a small piece of equity for that is maybe a good trade-off. But it's definitely a consideration. We're thinking through that, for sure.
So what do you get for 250 as a percent?
Our current valuation is $1 million, so we'd be going for 25%. No. So we have a couple different things. First off, we've got an integration partnership that we're working on with TRP, who make the brake hoods and brake levers for cyclocross bikes. So we would be integrating our electronics into their brake hoods and levers. Another thing that we're working on is a articulated foam insert for hydration packs for cross-country runners. So we've got a couple different products out there that we're looking at, that we're trying to build up. Right, we're using a BLE, Bluetooth Low Energy communication system. We have a patent pending. That's what, yes. Yes, that is all.
So how distinct is the technology? How imitatable is it without violating patents? How secure are we going to be with the patents?
That's a question I can't answer. I do not know the extent of which, how much we would cover based on the patent.
You're asking for broad patent, Bluetooth controlling.
Broad but narrow.
Completely broad.
Right, broad but narrow, absolutely. Broad but narrow. Well, it's got to be very broad, but also specific about what we're actually doing, so that you can